Hi, it's Carolyn with Therapy for the Soul. Welcome back to another video. Today is Sunday evening, which means I'm here to do a collective card reading for the Twin Flame Collective this week. Today is November 10th, which means tomorrow is November 11th, which is a really important day in the Twin Flame Collective. When you think of November 11th being 11/11. I know a lot of people in the collective do see the numbers 11/11 or 1/11 on a regular basis, which can often symbolize, the twin flame journey. It can symbolize you're on the right path. It can symbolize manifestation. There's a whole bunch of very positive messages associated with 11/11. And so I'm not sure if you saw my most recent video where I talked about using visualization as part of the inner work process. And so that can be a really great thing to make sure that you do try to do today and tomorrow and probably the rest of this week if you haven't already. Because you really want to have what you're visualizing manifest, right? And so the card readings for the past couple weeks have really shown that there is going to be a new start. That is what is coming down the pike for twin flame union. So I feel like where you might resonate with my energy with the cards that I'm receiving and the messages that I'm receiving. Some of you might have noticed a new start happening already. Others, I think you might be on the very verge of it happening. It just seems like the energies are just building up and preparing twin flames for this new start. So why don't we go ahead and just get started with the messages for this week. It is quite a juicy reading that came out, and so I'm really excited to share the messages with you. I do hope that they resonate with you. And with that being said, let's get going. So with the collective energies for this week, we have return and fresh starts. So fresh start is a repeating card from last week. I believe it was the divine counterpart of those watching the video. It was a message that this person had for you, that they wanted a fresh start. So now that this really came out again and it bumped up to the beginning, to the energies of union, that's a really positive and amazing thing. And we also have return. And it's like your twin flame wants to return for a fresh start. That's really what these messages are. On this card, it does look as though it is a divine masculine who's extending his hand to say, I'm ready. Come with me. Let's do this. Let's do this fresh start. So those are the energies for this week. Okay? Okay, so when we look at the divine masculine's headspace, let's see what comes up with that. We have 7 of Wands, defense mechanism, and 9 of Wands, rest and reconsider. And so I feel like a lot of divine masculines might be more analytical or logical. They might be more like fear-based. Maybe they might struggle with following intuition in their heart, and they might overthink a lot of things. And so I feel like might be what these cards are reflecting. That maybe they really want this fresh start. They really want to reach out and return. But part of them might be almost thinking, is my divine feminine, is she going to accept me? Is she going to reject me? Do I have to justify what happened before? Do I feel like embarrassed about what happened before? Just different things like that might be coming up in his headspace. And so he might just be taking a moment to work on quieting these thoughts, because this is just ego that's speaking. It's not really how he's feeling. It's just ego trying to keep him safe, but ego is not keeping him safe from love. So divine feminines, when you connect with your twin flame through your heart, connecting with him energetically, you can just let him know it's safe to reach out. There's nothing to fear, that you're willing and happy and excited to accept any communication from him with open arms. It's safe. There's nothing to be afraid of. Okay? For the divine feminines and their headspace, we have World, cycle completion, and Hanged Man, new perspectives. And so this is interesting because last week, I believe in the divine feminine's heart space, she was going through the end of a cycle, which is bringing up a lot of sadness for her. So it sounds like the divine feminines have worked through the sadness, they've healed the sadness, and now they're at the point where it moves from a minor arcana card to a major arcana card. They've really completed this cycle. They're ready to start something new. They have a new perspective upon completing this cycle. Maybe they're reflecting on things, looking at things differently, being more open, feeling more loving. Maybe they're feeling more like themselves, that codependency might be gone. Whatever it might be, they have a new perspective because of this completion of this cycle in their headspace. I think it's also interesting where we have the divine feminine has the Hanged Man and the divine masculine has rest and reconsider. So I think they are both just pausing for a moment as they're reflecting on what feels good to happen next. Okay. And the divine masculine heart space, we have Judgment, Karma Review, and Knight of Swords, Decisive Action. So the Judgment card is a really good card to come up in the divine masculine heart space. You know, this shows, I think, that he is just reflecting on things from the past, but he's made a choice. He's made a decision in his heart, okay? When it comes to love, this card often means that you've been separated in love for a while and you can expect to reunite. So that's like an amazing message to come up, right? It also, you know, makes me think of the phrase where sometimes it's darkest before the dawn. And so the dawn is coming. The divine masculine has made his decision in his heart. And he's ready to take action. Look at this knight on the motorcycle, ready to take off and go fast. Right? He just needs his head space to come into alignment with his heart space. But his heart is ready, guys. His heart is ready. For the divine feminine heart space, she's ready too. We have the Chariot charging ahead, an Ace of Wands spark. She's ready for this new beginning. And so this is really good that both the divine masculine and the divine feminine, they are mirroring a lot. And so that makes me feel like that they're coming into alignment. It really is what you call, you know, their third energy, their joint energy, just who they are as one consciousness. I think we're really seeing that a lot within this reading so far. So the divine feminine might be wanting to charge ahead or might even be feeling like, okay, I'm ready to do this. Let's go, divine masculine. You know, divine feminines might want to be in the receiving energy and just ready for divine masculines to be in their giving energy and reaching out energy. Because they are ready for this new beginning. They're ready to get going. In terms of what divine masculines may be working on healing, we have humor, you know, choosing to focus on the lighter side of things, which I feel when we think of just the defense mechanisms, you know, just learning how to laugh about things. Learning how to not be so serious and just have fun and be playful and take things more lightly, not so seriously. We also have a card that says health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. And so for some divine masculines, it may be physical health, but I feel like this has to do with just the health of relationships, just because this is actually a message that comes out 3 different times through the course of this reading. And so I feel like he might be trying to heal any wounds from a toxic past relationship, a codependent relationship, any hurts, anything that maybe that didn't feel good or didn't feel healthy when it comes to love, so that he's able to like really open his heart and just have this open, loving relationship with his divine feminine. Okay. What is the divine feminine working on healing? I have a card that says peace. I just got one card that came out. I am a being of love and I release all negative energy. So I feel like the divine feminines are really embracing themselves in their feminine energy, really seeing the love that they are, just being themselves, the love that they have to offer. I feel like that they have learned to quiet down their ego and their headspace and just come to a place of peace in their hearts. They've done a lot of inner work. And so if you're questioning, whether your inner work has changed anything, I think a big question you can ask yourself is, do you feel more peaceful? Especially when you think back to how you might have felt at the very beginning of this journey. This is a beautiful space to be in, and it to me also says surrendering, trusting in the process, trusting that God is the script writer, not you, and just like releasing control and just allowing things to unfold and just being just in like a peaceful energy. Okay, so some guidance steps that we have. And I always think like out of these readings, the other information is helpful, but I think like the guidance steps are what is most important to think about. We have a card that says White Eagle Ancestor Spirits. And it says, connect to your lineage. A family wound or a pattern can be healed now. And so I feel like this is really just a reminder that when you do deep inner work, you're healing yourself, you're healing your past generations, and you're healing your future generations by choosing to really do healing around maybe different patterns that keep emerging within the family system. Okay, I do feel like this is also reminding you, going along with this peace card, to really like think about the progress you've made, the healing that you've done. Trust you're not alone in this process. Remind yourself how far you've come. Okay, the next deck I used for guidance step, 2 cards came out, and I love these. We have the initiation. Yes. So I feel like, your twin flame is going to initiate something. Whether it be initiating a text message, a phone call, a request to get together, just showing up somewhere where you are. They want to initiate something new. They want to initiate this fresh starts, and your guidance is to say yes. That's what it says at the bottom. Just say yes. Just trust, okay? In your core, you love your twin flame so much. There's no reason not to say yes, okay? So just know when the initiation happens, your job is to say yes, okay? Archangel Michael wants to remind us that we are guarded and protected. So if there are any fears that are still there, do inner work around them so that they don't interfere, with this new start and this new beginning. If you're feeling afraid or anxious, or if anything's coming up, do that deep inner work, and also do that visualization work with your dreams coming true, okay? Archangel Michael wants you to know there's nothing to worry about. Your union is divine. Your union is protected by God and the angels. You are protected. There's nothing to fear. Okay, there's a prayer here. It says, thank you for protecting my loved ones and me, ensuring that we're safe and that all of our needs are met. I now accept your help gratefully and gracefully, knowing that it's right for me and all others to accept heavenly assistance. So choose to accept that help from heaven. You can pray for just help and just feeling more courageous and feeling more trusting. Archangel Michael has green on, which resembles the heart chakra. Just know your heart is protected. It's safe. It's safe to love. It's safe to say yes. Ask God for help and Archangel Michael for help if you need it. Okay? Mother Mary, here comes the health card again. My prayers for healing and miracles have been heard and answered. And so we'll pull this one back up from the Divine Masculine, what he's working on healing. And I think this is just knowing that if you've been praying for a healthy relationship, for, I think, your union to feel more healthy or to be repaired or whatever it might be for yourself, to know that your prayers have been heard and answered. New health is coming your way. And for some of you, this might be physical health, but this could also be like the health of your heart. And yeah, the health of love, having healthy relationships. Because the final guidance message we got was to surrender unhealthy relationships. And so I really think this is the core as to what these health cards are speaking to. It says, let go of relationships that don't serve you, including unavailable or toxic people. You deserve to be treasured by others and to be surrounded by positive people. So any sort of relationship that doesn't feel good, recognize it doesn't serve you. You deserve to be around people that support you and love you. Okay? Can also be when you think about when you were first with your twin flame, perhaps if you had a separation period, prior to the separation period, how can you surrender that and let go of that? Because that was more probably like an egoic type relationship versus a divine relationship, which you've been building the foundation to have this divine twin flame union, this harmonious union with your perfect partner. So let go of anything from the past that you don't need to hold on to anymore. Okay? Because that makes space for this great, big, beautiful love to come in. Okay. So, I got a couple messages for 1111. And I love this. We have man holding a coin, guys. So to me, this says it is the divine masculine offering something. Offering a gift, offering a token of love, a token of appreciation. I just feel like, yeah, the divine feminines are going to be offered something based on this card. Exciting. And then we also have a balance card that came out. Take everyone's input into consideration, merge viewpoints to create a better solution. Take your time, there's no need to rush. So I feel like this is saying to come, like when your divine masculine offers something to you, stay poised, stay balanced. If you still have any upsets, don't go off on him. If you're feeling anxious or panicky, just try to soothe those feelings. Again, it's like always inner work because your twin flame is always mirroring these deeper upsets, right? But just have a stance of poise, a stance of balance. You don't need to rush into anything. Just let things unfold naturally. And I feel like this also symbolizes just the balance of the divine feminine and divine masculine energies too. So these are really great cards to receive, again, for 11/11 for tomorrow. So some of you may be receiving something, some sort of communication from your divine masculine tomorrow. And so when I asked for just messages from your divine counterpart, from your twin flame, there were 3 cards that came out and they were so beautiful. We have Cupid, love and desire. So your twin flame loves you so much. And I feel like a Cupid card, I believe, came out a week or 2 ago too. Trying to recall. Yeah, I think it was from like a message, either from the romance angels or from your twin flame. I feel like that there was this recurring Cupid message, but from a different deck. And so this says, yeah, love and desire. So your twin flame wants you to know that they love and desire you. So again, don't doubt that. Keep believing. Don't stop believing, like Journey would say. Don't stop believing when it comes to your twin flame journey. Just Cupid is also here, just like protecting you. We can just think that yes, there's just this big love, this big desire in your twin flame's heart. They adore you as much as you adore them. Okay. We have the Swan for loyalty, which says that your twin flame wants you to know that they are loyal to you. You are their one. Okay? They are loyal to your union and committed to your union. You know, you can trust them. And then the final card, we have Rainbow Renewal, which makes me think of fresh start. So I feel like there's, a lot of repeating messages that are coming up. And so these are just really beautiful. I'll see if I can hold them all up here, so you can just get another look at these cards that are just messages from your twin flame. Okay. I also use my twin flame messages deck to get some messages that way. So we have, I feel a special bond with you that I've never felt before. And so I think this can also be a good reminder. I don't know, like if you're in separation and maybe your twin flame was dating somebody else, which I know can feel very upsetting and doesn't feel good. But to know that, in their process of dating, they were searching for you. They feel this special bonds with you that it's impossible for them to experience with anybody else. Okay? And so they were always searching for you, and perhaps dating other people even helped confirm for them that you are the one for them. Okay? They feel a special bond to you. Just trust in that. You feel like home to me. That's quite similar to feeling this special bond, right? And that makes sense, because with twin flames sharing the same consciousness, you are home to each other. It feels like just like being with yourself. And this is something that is said a lot in twin flame unions, just this feeling of just feeling at home. I've looked you up online to see what you've been up to. So this can be maybe if you have limited communication or maybe no communication. I think for some of you, your twin flame is wanting to know more about what's happening in your life, maybe even what you look like now, just what is going on. They're checking you out as they're preparing for this fresh start and for their return. Okay? And then we also have, I'm reminded of you constantly. So I feel like God and the universe is giving signs and synchronicities to your twin flame that is really reminding them of you. And then the final card I received is a romance angels card. And this just, I feel like summarizes the reading, where it says, give your relationship a chance. And at the bottom here, work on your partnership. So this is really going along with this fresh start and this return. Say yes, okay? So I hope this reading resonates for you guys. I hope it's an peaceful, exciting, beautiful week, just full of just like pure love and unconditional love, and that you're just in this loving vibration. I hope wonderful things are happening. I'd be happy to hear about them if you want to share them in the comments below, or send me a message as well. Have a lovely 11/11 day too, and then I will see you at the end of the week for my next video. All right, take care guys. Bye.